This is our biggest RV life regrets and mistakes.
Wait, how many years did you say you've been doing it?
8 years total, but 6 years full time.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, regret that decision.
And it's really nice, but it's been hell.
This great adventure.
This is our biggest RV life regrets and mistakes after RV living for 8 years.
8 years.
Well, 6 years full time. I'm Tom.
And I'm Cherie, and I just hit 3 years. I can't believe it.
Right, and we are EnjoyTheJourney.Life. Our first big regret is Cherie's a little taller than me right now. Our first big regret is really my big regret, buying our first RV, 8 years ago now, and not doing the full research to really pick out a really great brand or checking online reviews. I mean, you weren't super happy with the RV I had when you first met me,
I
right?
didn't care much for it, no.
I mean, after looking around at what else was out there, there was a lot of problems with it. I would say customer service wasn't so great at that company.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
And I didn't check the online reviews, which is a huge mistake. And maybe back then, I don't know that there was really Facebook groups.
I think there were.
Well, I wasn't in any of
No,
them.
your ex was in them. But really, you go through and you read what people are saying in there, and it's like overwhelmingly, why did you buy that RV?
Right. So I guess you could say the writing was on the wall.
Literally.
That we could have picked a different RV and probably would have had a much better first RV experience. And that's like one of the biggies. So gosh, what's the learning you can take away from that? Do your research. Just look at different RVs and the options. Check out customer service. Check out the customer reviews. Check out the Facebook groups.
Yeah, the Facebook groups are great. Great resource if you have any questions about your RV. But before you go into purchasing an RV that you think you really like, go on the Facebook page. Request to join. Read. Just read what people are saying. Ask questions.
Right. And you can search on questions that people have asked too. That's huge because many of these groups have been around for years. There's probably thousands of questions
so many
on there.
Yeah.
And I was just researching a question once and I didn't even have to ask the question. I found tons of them. I could just read all the replies.
And also know that you're going to find that there's things that go wrong with every RV. So if you find a favorite RV, you go on the group page, you see people going, oh my goodness, this fell off, or oh my goodness, this happened. And it's going to happen with all RVs. So you can get on different ones and compare how overwhelmingly negative one may be and how overwhelmingly positive the another one may be. That's a telling sign.
I think that is. You could just go based on that.
Yep.
That's a really great way to pick maybe the right manufacturer. And
yes.
And so, all right, what's the next RV regret? Next big RV regret is not matching the tow vehicle I had to the RV I bought. Like in my first RV, I got talked into a truck before actually buying the RV. And the salesman said, hey, this truck will pull any RV. And I believed him, bought a 3/4 ton gas truck. And it was not big enough to pull our first RV, although I attempted or did pull it with that truck for maybe a year before looking for the Chevy and upgraded to that, which then we were properly matched. And then I made that mistake again, actually buying the Momentum that we're in right now, which, we were told by other people that, hey, your Chevy's going to have no problem pulling that RV. But when you really get into the technical aspects of it, which I don't really cover that. I can make some recommendations. Changing Lanes actually has a great video on this. Chad and Tara, and also JD Big Truck Big RV will link to some of their videos down in the description. And that will show you how you can calculate how big of an RV you can tow with your current vehicle, or what vehicle you need to upgrade to. So, big regret not matching the right truck or tow vehicle, if it's going to be a car or van or whatever, to the trailer that you're going to tow. So look into that. It's very important for so many reasons. Number one is safety. Don't make that same mistake or regret that I did. And we'll put links to some of the videos that go into these in more detail down in the description. One of our next big regrets is not having the right insurance for full-time RV coverage. There are a range of different insurance options out there and a huge range of prices. We've seen quotes that can vary by thousands of dollars, and actually I'm revisiting the RV full-time insurance right now, and we do plan to do a full video on that. But we did get full-time coverage with another large insurance company, and we have not had a good experience with claims, and also their rate is very high. So we're shopping around right now, plan to do a full video on that. And what I did with that was back to those Facebook groups, just got on some of the big full-time RV Facebook groups and searched on RV living insurance, and got like the whole list of companies available, what people like, don't like, sample premiums, great information there. And it's just important not to overpay, but also to make sure you've got the right coverages, because you can think you're covered and then all of a sudden have a claim and it's not covered. It's happened to so many people, including us. One of our biggest regrets, RV insurance. Make sure you get the right one. And if you have suggestions, go ahead and drop them down there in the comments.
One of my biggest regrets was selling my vehicle before I went full time with Tom. I thought, well, I'll be riding with him in the truck and I'm not going to need the car. Well, I was wrong. We ended up figuring out that we wanted a little get around car, and I could also have my alone time, which we have very little of in this lifestyle when we live in a small space together. It's great being able to follow him and keep an eye on the RV. And when I sold my car, I had a 2007 Prius, and then I sold that. I got the new Prius, which is exactly the same as my other one, same color, but the smart key system doesn't work on it. So I actually sold my car for less than what I ended up purchasing another one for. So that was a regret of mine. It was a mistake, but I didn't know, and now we know. Oh, and one more regret on that topic is I wish I had bought a Jeep, not a Prius. But the Prius has been great. We've loved the Prius, but now it's time for a Jeep.
And our next big regret is buying a brand new RV compared to a used or gently used RV. 6 slides on this RV.
So which one do you think is better?
I'm going to go with gently used.
I agree, because then it gets that shakedown, that earthquake where everything that's going to be loose will loosen up, get fixed, and then...
Right. A lot of the initial warranty claims are going to get taken care of.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been night and day. Buying a first RV was brand new and dealing with all those issues.
We were shaken down for years.
Right. Oh. Yeah, things kept happening even after the shakedown. But as opposed to buying this gently used, saved thousands of dollars. And also, we know the first owner had, taken care of some of
very good care.
Yeah, good care of it.
Yep.
But some of the initial things also were taken care of.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're thinking really, Yeah, gently used is the way to go. And we'd also recommend having your RV inspected, whether it's new or used, because there are things that even brand new RVs drive off the lot and have issues. And yeah, unless you're an RV expert yourself, you want to have that done.
Worth it.
So
Yes.
don't make that mistake.
Get an inspection.
Yes.
Well, some people buy new and they're thrilled with it. So it's not like there's only one way to do it, but that's what we recommend doing. Of course, you can do it any way you want.
Right. So it's maybe not a regret for everyone.
Yeah, some people like their new RVs, and that's fine. It's just a choice. It's different for everyone, but we just have our preference.
Right. This is not really a regret that we have,
No.
but we thought we would share it with you guys because a lot of you might have that.
And I have talked to some people that do have this regret, is that they have most of their family living at home and they start RVing full time, so they're moving away from being close to their family and friends. But for us, we have family and friends all over the country, so it works out great that we get to travel and see all of them.
Right. So we thought it'd be good to mention it right here, just to consider that if all of your friends and family are in your current hometown and you don't really have them around the country, that might be a little more of a regret you could have.
Yeah.
So consider that when making a decision. And the next regret is not purchasing a 1,000 Trails camping pass with the Encore RV Resorts added to that sooner. And I know there's mixed reviews on 1,000 Trails one way or the other, but the basic camping pass, you can get that for like $50 to $60 a month on monthly payments, and that gives you 2 weeks at a time at hundreds of RV resorts, and you don't have to pay anything extra for that. And then you only have to be 1 week out, so you literally can pay for this pass in the shortest amount of time. And if you like it, you can upgrade to other of the larger memberships that we've done. But that basic camping pass you can be had for very little, and you can get so much benefit out of that, including staying at one of our favorite RV parks, Sunshine RV Resort in the Florida Keys, which is a really expensive RV resort. You can pay hundreds of dollars per night, or if you can get in with the Encore Trails collection and 1,000 Trails, it's $22.50 per night. Saves so much, and we have stayed there for 4 weeks total, only paying $22.50 a night. So even if you've heard bad things about 1,000 Trails, take another look. You don't have to buy a huge membership to get started. You can literally invest $50 to $60 a month and use it a lot. And try it out. I think you're going to like it. Not every RV park they have is perfect, but it definitely saves money, especially if you're going full time. Now, if you're a boondocker and you want to stay out of the RV parks, you may not want to go with that option. 1,000 Trails, check it out. There's a link down in the description. We appreciate it if you use our link. It does help support the channel. Our next regret is not choosing the right mail forwarding service.
Yeah, you've had a few little mishaps with your mail.
Right. Your mail's been okay though, right?
Yeah, well, one of the options is to use friends and family, or friends or family, whatever. My mom gets my mail, but I'm actually moving into a mobile mail service at this time. So those have worked great for me. My mom's been great mail person.
Right, but the one that I've had for a while now has been not good. Lost mail, takes a long time to get a package, just terrible service. But this new one that we're using has been awesome, and we'll put a link down below. You can check that out because it's reasonable. I think it's like $20 a month. They scan everything in. They can forward what you want, shred what you don't. I mean, mail is obviously an important thing, and losing important mail is
Not okay.
yeah, no good.
Not okay.
So definitely check out the service thoroughly. Ask for references or referrals to a service, and
Reviews.
yes, more reviews.
Yeah.
Gotta check those out.
Yeah.
Next regret is not having great to perfect credit when you go to buy your RV. Our first RV, way back 8 years ago, actually tried to buy a different RV a whole year prior and got rejected. Not because I had bad credit, it just wasn't good enough. So it actually delayed getting an RV and starting RV life by a whole year by not having good enough credit. So if you're thinking about RV living in some capacity, full-time or part-time, and your credit is not up to snuff, you need to be working on that now. What are the things that you can do to increase your credit? There's all kinds of great videos out there on how to do that, but work on that and work on it early because you can't change it with a snap of a fingers. Anything you do, paying down debt, whatever, it takes weeks to months for that to actually improve your credit. And if you have to get something financed and pay a little higher rate, I mean, we think it's still worth it, doing that. And, at least it gets you into this lifestyle now. You can always refinance after your credit improves, but of course it would be better to do it at the best rate the first time you buy your RV. So that's one of my regrets, getting rejected, but also financing an RV at not the best interest rate. So don't make that same regret. And the next RV regret that is kind of a hot topic right now.
It really is.
With all the uncertainty going on in the world, some people are regretting not having a sticks and bricks or some land that they own to kind of escape to.
We kind of wish we had that when, I don't know, when the whole craziness started happening with the pandemic. It was like we wanted a safe place to go where we could kind of like hunker down.
Right. So I guess we're kind of thinking about that, maybe looking at land somewhere. And some people don't necessarily sell their house. They keep their house, rent their house out, or they're in a financial position where they can keep their house and RV full time and just come back to the house whenever they want to. But it might be a great plan B.
Yeah.
Right now, just when there's so much uncertainty. And I mean, I think things are really always uncertain.
That's true.
You just don't know.
And it kind of gives you a little peace of mind having something like that. So.
Right. And so something we'll look into, but a regret that you may not want to make is selling every piece of land or property that you have, if you've got land, or consider buying land to be able to put some hookups on or something. And I don't think land has to be that expensive.
Right. So if we bought some land, where would we buy it? Mountains or beach?
Probably be desert, someplace we could afford. Yeah, land could be expensive too, but I think you could find stuff for a few $1,000s,
Not where I want to be.
So consider that when making your decision.
A few $1,000s? Seriously? Where?
The next RV regret is not having enough in savings. Cash backup when you go full time. You definitely want to have at least 6 to 9 months of expenses in a savings account. And if you don't have that and you still want to make a go of it, maybe have some credit card credit cards with some open balances that you could use. It's not as good as having cash or some other savings instrument, stocks, or something you can sell quickly, liquidate if you had to, because that's been a stress that we've had over the years. If the income was tight and there wasn't enough backup there, it can be a stressful thing. And trust me, you don't want to have financial worries when you're on the road, because it's just, you don't need to do that. So have cash savings backup. We recommend 6 to 9 months. If you can have more, do that. And again, you can also use credit cards if you have to. If you're a little bit more of a risk taker, you might do it with less, but be prepared that you might run out of funds on the road if you don't have enough income coming in. So consider that before making your decisions. We're actually not going to share specific mechanical regrets or mistakes in this video. We fortunately or unfortunately have an entire playlist that goes into these in great detail, and we will put that down in the description below. Be sure to check that out. And one regret that I have is not doing it sooner. I had no idea what this life was like. I would have liked to do it when my kids were younger and taking them out on some of these adventures. So for those of you that are waiting, consider that. I know a lot of you are waiting till retirement to do this, but if you can find a way, seriously think about doing it sooner. Don't let that be one of your regrets. Actually, we really don't like the word regrets.
No.
It's really not a word we even use.
Nope.
We prefer learning experiences.
Yes.
Because the truth is, you're going to make mistakes and have regrets if you use that word, or learning experiences, which we think is a great term because it's positive.
Yes.
I mean, you can take any of the things that happen in your life that you don't like and actually move forward into something that you do like. And you'll see a lot of learning experiences that we've had on this channel, and realize that you don't have to be perfect to
Right.
make this lifestyle work.
Right. So when something goes wrong, or we feel like we've made what could be called a mistake, or have something that we could actually maybe regret, we actually look at it and think, what is the takeaway? What's the takeaway? What are you learning from the experience?
Right.
And how do you move forward from that and do better and not make that mistake again?
Absolutely. And you're going to be doing that all your life.
Yeah.
So if this is like a dream of yours to be out on the road, RV living part-time or full-time, I would say go for it. There's no reason to wait. I mean, if you're still preparing everything, that's fine. It's not like you won't be making mistakes in your current life staying where you're at.
Right. So why don't you do it where you can have fun and adventure and see the country?
Yeah, get out there. And as we've mentioned before, so many people with the current crisis going on are able to work from home.
Yep.
With a laptop and an internet connection. And hello, it's like one of the biggest obstacles
I know.
to this
so
lifestyle.
Get out there and have fun.
Yeah, I mean, millions of people now are working at home, and I don't think they're going to go back even after the crisis is over.
No, they've learned they can do it. Their employers have learned they can do it. So
it saves employers money to have you work at home, and you don't waste that time commuting. Just get a great internet device and
and hit the road, or whatever your plans are.
Totally.
Don't wait. Do it.
So don't think about mistakes and regrets. Think about learning opportunities and getting out there and enjoying all this country and this world has to offer.
So much. Oh, and our friends Chad and Tara over at Changing Lanes have hit 100,000 subscribers.
Or they're hitting it like
now,
the day or the day after we upload this.
Either
right
way, we are
frame.
raising glasses to them.
Cheers to Chad and Tara.
Cheers, guys.
Awesome job. And if you're not followers of them, we will put a link down below and you can go check out their channel and celebrate. They got a huge giveaway
Yeah.
going on. Thousands of dollars of stuff they're giving away. So check it out. And our final regret, not checking Campground reviews.
Oh my goodness. We have made a few mistakes by not checking
Yes.
Campground reviews.
Totally. And digging in deeper than just the first few that you see.
Yeah, that's been a big mistake.
Yeah, so check into those. And that kind of ties into the campground or RV park that we're in
right now.
Actually, big regret with this one.
It's the
And-
most expensive one we've ever stayed in, and it's really nice, but it's been hell.
Yeah,
So we're going to be doing some videos
on that coming
Yes,
up to
yes.
share with you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you will catch those videos. We're getting on the road in just a few weeks though, so
Yeah.
we're getting out of here.
Yes, heading to the mountains.
The mountains, yeah, mountain
Mountain
tribe,
tribe, woo.
yes. And so we've got some upgrades to the truck and the RV. Some of those videos are coming up really soon. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. We appreciate that, and let us know what you think down in the comments.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
So Cherie gonna get rid of my COVID hairstyle here. So I get to color your hair next.
Sure. I'm a self-proclaimed hairdresser.
This is the first time Cherie has ever cut my hair.
I am not a I have not been trained. This is funny.
Well, so what?
No, just kidding.
What? Because look at that bee thinks it's like a potential hive. Yeah, look at the job she did. Not bad for an amateur, huh? Thanks, sweetie.
Sure.
A little more COVID hair. Am I gonna regret this haircut?
I think it looks really good. Turn. Show how it's nice. I did a good job.
Yeah. 8 years total. Makeup. Cherie says I have a shiny forehead.
This is all broken, so. Wow, and you are so fried.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe just better not make the video, huh?
No. I mean, that's a little better, but it's still shiny. Wow, you just got a shiny forehead.
Is there room for you?
Mm-hmm.
Cherie's short. Do I need to touch?
Do I look taller than you?
Should I touch you? Well, it won't matter if you're a little taller right now.
Oh, I don't want to be taller than you.
Should I touch you? Do I need a little lipstick to go with this powder?
Yes.
And one regret that I have.
When you did that, shadows were going everywhere.
Oh, I'll try to keep my hands down.
Okay, that'd be good. Yeah, whew, that's hot.
Okay, you want to get a little closer?
No.
I hope these aren't in the shot.
Oh, yeah.
Is that why you wanted to move over there? Because the wind is blowing this
Yeah.
way? I say right too much.
Right.
Right.